When you arrive in Kinnick Stadium, you know what's in store. Hard nose, toughness, defense, and you better bring your hat and be ready to strike somebody when you come into this black and gold cauldron to take on the Hawkeyes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hawkeyes will put total leather and we'll get started. On the run from inside his own 5. Running through contact. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Snatches it on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just...
And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Miami!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Kansas State went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters there in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Cats in a statement win if there ever was one. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a Nationals.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front, they could not protect him well enough.
Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And that ball is picked off. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There was a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
The give to the lone running back. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
To the air, it's Bauer. Getting some heat. They get to him as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. That's where they'll mark it down, and the next snap will come from just inside the 30-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and, hey, even cause a turnover.
Nothing but green ahead at the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! No mid-season concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Line getting set on second down. They'll leave it with him. Ran through the contact. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The play action fake. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Bauer. He's got an open man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
And get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
Oh, what a grab by the defense. Trying to take it back. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Canes. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. That ball skips through the end zone. Take over at the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than... And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Touchdown, Miami! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 45 on his way. He's loose down the left side. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Iowa!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. North Texas has some work to do. There's no other way to put it. But the mantra of this program is hard hats, hard work. And if they can chip away here, they may be able to pull this out. They're trailing by 10 to Houston. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
The handoff to Johnson. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hawkeye.
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. And not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's what this defense needs to get going. You've given up a bunch of touchdowns. You haven't been great early, but now you finally get some pressure, get the quarterback to the ground. Now maybe start turning this defense around.
So let's see if they can make up for that loss on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. It's complete. A huge pickup.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They'll turn to Martinez. At the 40, there he goes. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
Rolls it in. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Hurricane! What a grab and go for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
First and 10.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Looking for a man. It's Bauer. Looking down the middle. He's got it. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the first down.
That might be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
It's caught downfield. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, they're able to hit the corner right. As a quarterback, when you've got an athletic tight end like that, you're sort of reading the defense's body position. If the tight end's able to get past them off the line of scrimmage and man coverage, then you're going to be throwing that corner further down the field. But if the defender's playing off because he's afraid of the speed, then you want to flatten more like an out route to the sideline. These two guys right here, they've got awesome chemistry, and you saw it on that play.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. The Hawkeyes will hustle to the line. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup, found a little something on this drive, see if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy, making an accurate throw.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward.
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dialing up a second down pass play. He'll throw it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Got his man quickly. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Canes will boot it away to start the second half. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
In that third down and manageable situation, I love the RPO play call. You just would love to see your offensive line get a little bit more push. That was a good look to run into, but the defense just beat him up front.
Coverage team down there to down the punt, and they'll spot it just inside the 45. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll give it to Johnson. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his big tight end. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You're just lions hanging on his neck trying to drag him to the ground. Not easy to do.
And the Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Right back to him on the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. Now on 3rd down for this offense. Off play action. Makes the grab on the left. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south and somehow get the 1st down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Touchdown, Miami! And the punishment has been extended.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. New Mexico is dominating this one thanks to an offense that's done whatever it's wanted since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Air Force. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his legs, it's Giddens. Still running at the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll give it to him again, fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. So after the penalty, a little extra ground to cover on 1st down. To the air, it's Bauer. Using his legs to buy some time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this 1st down. I have a play, but sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
Leaves it with the running back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's loose at the 20. Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off play action on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. He had the speedster loose, and he just couldn't connect. Just a little too much juice on the pass.
Yeah, those ones that you got a guy wide open, a lot of times quarterbacks will tell you that those are the ones you kind of, like, I don't want to mess this up, and you either put way too little on it or, in this case, way too much on it and overthrow the speedster.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Miami 59, Iowa 28.
Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play.
Get set, get set. Black 24, black 24.
They'll run it. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He's right on target. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Canes are on the move.
29 Philly. Ready.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Goes to the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently...
And it's blocked. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackle.
Dropping back, it's Bauer. Keeps it going. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. and you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got
He's off to the races. Touchdown, Canes! And the route is on. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again.
Cricket. Roll it. Over.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Powerful running as he trucks his way to the 28.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Martinez on the carry. Bulls his way forward. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Jackrabbit.
They'll try the run. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Miami! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positive.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David, but I'll say this. If you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You've got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. A dangerous cover man and a dangerous return man after the pick as he gets it all the way to the 44-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
No stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll turn to Martinez. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Pound 55 weak.
The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been